This has been recorded. It hasn't been layered or sampled or anything like that. It's a natural recording.
Maybe it's a bird.
Maybe it's a bird? Oh, I forgot.
A penguin sleeping on it.
This.
A frog.
One of the big frogs. Keep the center of it and fly.
Somebody
Fly.
is pushing away.
With the cat. Fight.
Somewhere they are eating some little.
What kind of bird? How big do you think that bird is?
It's big, quite big.
Mix? Like little ones? This is
Donkey?
it's a donkey. It's a donkey eating a fly. No, this is the sound. How is that? Of vultures. This is a recording of vultures eating the carcass of a dead zebra. But it's a very interesting. I think it's a very interesting recording. The person who and those flies have gathered around the body of the zebra, and they seem to be flying around here. There's this sound recordist that I think I might have mentioned on the first day, Chris Watson. His name. Chris. What's his last name? Chris. What he did was, he works with the BBC, and they do these nature documentaries. And he does the sound recording for the nature documentaries. And the film crew had filmed a lion killing a zebra. And then the lion ate most of the zebra, and then went off to, I don't know, play cards, watch television, I don't know whatever lions did. And the film crew thought, okay, that's the job done. We're going to head to the back to base. What Chris Watson did was he went up to the zebra. The ribs of the zebra had been exposed by the lion breaking the ribs apart. And he took two small lapel microphones. The type of microphones that if you see someone giving a presentation, they would sometimes clip with the microphone onto the lapel of the jacket. That's why it's called a lapel microphone. And he took two lapel microphones and he tied them into the ribs of this dead zebra. And went and buried his equipment. And I don't know, maybe went and sat in a tree or something like that. About half an hour later, flies, which you heard, and the vultures came down to start feeding on the body of this zebra. And this is, I think, quite an interesting recording. It sounds very crisp. It's allowing us to get quite an intimate viewpoint on this process of nature. And this style of work, I mean, is happening more and more. People doing these sound recordings, which they then will present in CD format or installation format, or concert format that could be listened to by people. Probably the time. Maybe I can get to the recording stuff. So that is by means of introduction into talking about microphones, because microphones are the way we copy sound and we repeat sound and free sound and things like that. We all have microphones. If you've got a mobile phone, you effectively have a microphone. Early tape recorders and things, they had record buttons microphones. So these have become almost domestic appliances, that we have microphones all around us. And we've got means of recording and playing back sound. This is not the luxury of the rich or anyone else. So I'll show you some microphones that I work with. This over here is just a camera tripod that fits onto the microphone. It's extremely useful because you can bend it into all sorts of positions, and if you were recording something, yes, and you wanted to get that really impossible angle, you could probably do it with that, rather than this old style, the handles of microphones would be like that, and then you would be standing holding. This is a lot more practical, and I think you could probably buy something like this at a camera shop for maybe about 40 JD or something like that, hopefully less. This is both a microphone and a hard disk recorder. So if I want to record something, all I need is right in here. Here are your two microphones that are working at 90-degree angles, so I can get quite a good scope. It's very practical. It's solid state, which means in the past with mini disc recorders, they would have a tape inside and moving parts, which unfortunately the microphone, if it was a good microphone, would pick up the sound of the mini disc. So if you're recording something very quiet in nature, in the background you would just hear this of the mini disc. Not very evocative.
Is this a one-piece device? Or
yes. No, not this.
No,
this,
I mean
this is a one-piece device. Do you want to pass it around? And one-piece device in solid state. That's another microphone. A walkie-talkie. And the quality is very good. And that if you buy on the internet, which I think is at the moment one of the better places to buy, because in South Africa it might be the same in Jordan. Electronic equipment is very expensive if I buy it from Cape Town, but if I buy it through Amazon it's a lot cheaper.
But shipping would cost.
Not always. I mean, sometimes with deals and things like that. And that I think is just under 300 JD, but it's worth it.
How far do you need to be from what you're recording?
We'll do that now. This is another type of. This is the baby model of that. This can use 4 microphones, and so you can get a surround sound. Although that one, the quality of the microphone is better because it's bigger and clearer. It's got a better preamp. But you get a general idea of that. Yeah, this can just fit whatever they want. You get all different types of microphones. From these quite sweet little baby T mics. The idea being to get a stereo field for stereo plugins.
There's one, I bought one that you can attach to your iPod and record it.
Yes.
Those are not very bad actually. I mean, I'm not an expert.
No, they're getting better and better and cheaper and cheaper. This. That's like a little. This is a little lapel microphone that you would clip on, but it's also quite useful if you want to put it down very small places.
How accurate is this?
Let's do some recording. You also get quite interesting microphones.
Where's the underwater one?
I'll show that to you in a moment. These, what are these? Bananas. These look like headphones, but they're little microphones, hidden, disguised to be headphones. So, exactly.
Undercover recording.
Precisely. But I mean, the history of technology is also related to the history of espionage, military, all this kind of these terrible things. But you could put these on and you'd be recording like that, and then supposedly looking like you were listening to something else. Just give us out of your own breathing. But we'll
And how do you, is there another device that you use to control these, or?
no, these are.
No, I mean the headphone.
Oh, you would put it in a recorder like this. Yeah, both these recorders have little inputs for external microphones that you could.
What do you call it? That headphone? Is it called a headphone mic?
You can Google headphone mic or binaural. Binaural two years. Then today's main part of the trick, the hydrophone. So this is a type of microphone that you can put underwater because it's completely sealed up, so you can't water can't get in. We'll test that. We can try all these things now. But
Does it support the motor?
does it record?
This one?
Does it record underwater?
No, up like
Outside.
water.
Yes, not very well. Well, we can test it now. So let's have a listen to what something would sound like.